Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the third day of our InnoVEX. It's really early, so we really thank you guys to make it out here to join us to our Global Demo Day. I'm your host, Phoenix, and welcome you guys to join us. Before we begin, we want to talk more about InnoVEX. InnoVEX's mission is to help accelerate startups' communication with international process by creating a platform specialized in tech startup to network with the global buyers, investors, and manufacturers, host forum, pitch contacts, and matchmaking. So each year, we gather here to join forces together internationally and to communicate what's the market trend all together. This year, we have 150 teams across 19 countries join us. And right now, among them, we can have some demo day for the global today. Let's have a keynote presentation with the French Tech, with French Tech Taiwan. Let's welcome Gia Tour from Business French Taiwan to give us an overview of the French Tech this year and the pavilion at the InnoVEX.
Hello everybody.
Hi.
Bonjour tout le monde. Bienvenue, nous sommes en France aujourd'hui. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk in French all along. So we are very happy to be here this year. Can you imagine? Can we pass the slide? Do I have a click?
Oh, you have it's over there, yeah.
4 years, we've been here for 4 years, can you imagine? So each year brings its surprise, events, excitement. And this year, we are a very strong delegation. We have a very strong delegation. We have 7 startups coming right from France, and all of them totalize more than 3 CS Innovation Awards. They have been all awarded, so they are very good in what they do, and they may have a French accent, so please come to check them out. Quantmetry, Hamato, Virtual Room, EnergySquare, Ad hoc, Digital, Mapwise. Those are their names. So just a quick word, we are business friends. We are the powerhouse behind all the French Tech Pavilion in the world. CS Las Vegas, French Tech is us. Mobile World Congress, French Tech, it's us, etc. Thank you.
Oh, before we start, let's get a group photo, right?
Yes.
So let's call out all the French startups coming back on the stage so we can have a quick group photos. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Gia. And now let's welcome Ms. Wallace Liu from SMECF to talk about BPI France and TIIP France Taiwan Cooperation Mechanism.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Wallace Liu. I'm from Taiwan SMECF. I work for TIIP, a large R&D subsidy program supported by IDB MOEA, Ministry of Economic Affairs in Taiwan. So you must be very surprised why I'm standing here on the page stage for all the super startup. Let me show you. This is the reason why. Because TIIP, we have a very cool collaboration innovation program with French government. And my French partner is Bpifrance, French Public Investment Bank, BPI. Actually, BPI as a bank is a very important policy tool for supporting industrial development and building the startup ecosystem for French government through issuing fund and loan and some financial resources and especially target to SMEs, scale-ups and startups. So my TIIP, we provide R&D subsidy to Taiwanese enterprises. And BPI provide the financial resources to French companies. Thus, our cooperation is to boost the cooperation between the French company and Taiwanese company to do the R&D innovation together. Actually, of course, our goal is to foster international cooperation, and we looking for a ready-to-market and tech-based solution. And we hope the company will head for industrial development. And of course, we would like this mechanism to build a close relationship between corporate SMEs and startups. And this is the areas that we are cared. So it is all included, but not limited. For Taiwanese company, please pay attention because we provide 3 R&D proposal for the Taiwanese company. Choose one when you submit your proposal. And this is the criteria for the BPI. Of course, BPI just submit to serve for the FTE less than 2,000, so mostly SME scales. And BPI will cover all the R&D expenditure. And of course, the BPI will provide like 50,000 to 3 million euros. Of course, it will subject to the condition of the company. And all the proposal must be done within 3 years. And this is for the Taiwanese part. Actually, we're looking for the balanced partnership, the same as the Bpifrance. And for the Taiwanese company, everyone, if you are a domestic legally established company, welcome to apply for a TIIP. And TIIP will support all the R&D activity cost, of course. And we are looking for reasonable budget. And moreover, the IDB, my boss, just to support this mechanism to encourage Taiwanese company to cooperate with French company. So the IDB will provide additional 20% subsidy. That's a great incentive. And of course, everything should be done within 3 years. My presentation needs to be paused here. So thanks for your attention. And if you need more details or more information, please visit us in the French Pavilion. And now I would like to hold your all attention. Let's welcome the very gorgeous pages and presentation from the French Tech.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Wallace. So if the startups and audience have interest in such cooperation, please come to find Ms. Wallace. And now let's see all the franchises coming here to demo to what them offer. Let's welcome our first team, Digistore by Roartech. They are the world leader in connected footwear and their applications. Let's welcome Roartech.
It's all right? Okay, perfect. So, hi everyone. I'm Yannis Soumnia. I'm a business developer and product manager.
The left screen is a presentation.
So, first of all, thanks a lot for having us here. It's a real pleasure to be here for the 3rd time now at Computex. And of course, thanks to Business France for helping us and managing us here. So thanks a lot. First, I'm going to present a little bit what we do and who we are. So we are Epsilon Group. Epsilon Group is the world leader and pioneer in smart footwear technologies. So we've been operating since now 2014, and we propose different solutions to provide smart shoes and smart insoles. So Epsilon is composed with two companies. First, Digital, which is our B2C brand that sells end consumer products like heated insole and performance tracking insole. On the other hand, we have Zortec, which is like the Intel Inside of smart footwear. Zortec is our tech provider and provides end-to-end solutions to other companies, first of all to Digital, but also to other brands like Caterpillar, Puma, and Jimmy Choo. So Zortec provides end-to-end solutions so that these companies can put our technology directly in their own products. So since the last 5 years, we have been able to master 5 know-hows, like footwear designs, electronical development, biomechanical engineering with all the algorithms to analyze food biomechanics, also software mobile development, and then, of course, the data management. So during the last 5 years, we have been able to propose different products and master different, and propose different features. All of these features have allowed us to be presented in different fields, like sports, comforts with the heated insoles, but lately safety with the possibility to analyze penability at work. And also, the latest one is healthcare with PhotoSmart that we're presenting today. Now the next step is the development of our own microprocessor, which is a very unique thing, especially in the footwear. With this, it will be a game changer. With only 3 by 3 millimeter, we will have a whole technology which will reduce the cost and improve the performance. So with Zortec, we first upgrade the products, but we also improve the business model with new features and services. But more importantly, we give data access, which is a real asset to all the companies which we provide technologies. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Zortec. Thank you. Let's give it up for our first team, Zortec. Our next thing is Mapwise. Mapwise created indoor mapping platform for creating of the new digital service inside the building and events. Let's welcome Mapwise.
Hi, I'm Eric, co-founder and CEO at Mapwise. Mapwise is a software vendor specialized in indoor mapping. So basically, we do indoor mapping to help customers to provide new digital services inside buildings. Mapwise is part of a movement called Smart Building. So Mapwise was founded 5 years ago, and we are focused only on one feature, which is floor plan management. The Smart Building is a movement to provide new digital services inside buildings, because today we have very few services, and we believe it's time to provide customers, visitors, maintenance people, and so on, with new digital services. Those digital services are twofold. There are interactive services when you want to provide some application with concrete services, such as how to find the nearest available meeting room, for instance, in an office building. And there are data processing. Because a smart building provides data, it's very interesting to process those data to get information on how the building is used. For instance, we provide a way to have wayfinding systems to help customers or visitors to find their way, whether it is in shopping malls or big headquarters. So we provide a search engine, we provide a direction engine, the same way Google Maps does outside buildings. Plus, it's possible to display dynamic data on the map. For instance, if you have sensors in an office building, we can change the color of meeting rooms depending on the sensor status, available or not available, for instance. And there are location analytics. So we developed a specific extension to Mapwise to connect on Wi-Fi networks, because Wi-Fi networks are able to detect every device inside buildings, whether you are connected or not. devices are detected by Wi-Fi networks. So this way, we are able to count people inside specific rooms or inside specific booths on a conference center, for instance, and to provide key metrics on how many people, where people enter the building, where they live, and so on. So we have a dedicated platform, especially for conference centers and office buildings, that produces key metrics and dashboards for customers. We grow especially thanks to developers, so because we provide a key component that can be embedded inside your own applications. So developers are very important to Mapwise, and we provide SDKs and APIs. We have more than 100 customers worldwide, most of them in the United States and Europe. We have shopping malls, we have we have office buildings, and so on.
Thank you, Mapwise. Let's give it up for Mapwise. So our next thing is Virtual Room. Virtual Room is offering mind-blowing team-based VR adventure to everyone. Let's welcome Virtual Room.
Hello everybody, can you hear me? No? Hello everybody. Yeah, I'm Jean-Luc from Virtual Room. Virtual Room is a studio that is producing games in virtual reality. We produce the games in our studio, but we are also selling licenses of these games, and we are running our own location-based entertainment. In this, the main features of these games is that they are collaborative. Most of what exists in VR is basically shooting games that are short and targeting essentially some young male adults. Whereas in Virtual Room, we are targeting everybody. The games are based on collaborations, and they are 40 to 50 minutes long. So that's very different from what exists in the rest of the market. The other feature, what is very important, is that it gives absolutely no motion sickness. A lot of people who have tried virtual reality, they realize that they feel dizzy afterwards. In our centers, people have a 3 meters by 3 meter zone in which they will be evolving, and therefore they won't have any motion sickness when playing the games. At the moment, we've developed about 3 games that are available in about 10 languages, and we are opening locations all around the world. So we've opened already 30 locations, which I can show you on the map. Okay, there we are. We have about 30 locations all around the world that we are running ourselves, or that we've sold the licenses of the game on. What's the main feature? What's interesting is in these games that there are no cultural aspects in the game. So therefore, the success that we encounter is as well in Singapore, where we are already based, or in Los Angeles, or in Paris. So it's pretty easy to play for everybody. We are looking to establish here in Taiwan, probably open ourselves locations in Taipei. We are pretty sure that it will be a success. Taiwan is the HTC land, and as we are using HTC Vive headset, we're pretty sure that the audience will be there and will encounter the same success here in Taiwan as the rest of the countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Virtual Room. Our next team is Quantmetry. Quantmetry is building an AI for its pioneers. Let's welcome Quantmetry.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for welcoming us here in InnoVEX. I would like to thank you, Business France, for that. My name is Anne, and I'm quite happy to present you Quantmetry today. It's not easy to pronounce Quantmetry, but it's a nice company anyway. So we are a bunch of 100 data pioneers who are building a deep learning, machine learning algorithm. We are conceiving big data architecture. At the end, we create AI solution, customized AI solution for our clients. So data strategy, data science, architecture, that's our business. So we do that for responding to specific issues for our clients. That means operational excellence, or service creation related to industry, to health, or fraud detection. So I wanted to present you some of them, not all because I've got only 2 minutes to do it. So the first one I would like to show you is the first one, that's for transportation. The aim at the end of the day is to optimize transportation plan thanks to data analytics. Another one that I would like you to show you is the one in the middle. That's the photo of one of my colleagues. It's an art application which includes AI within the solution. When you go to the museum, it's quite frustrating when you see a picture and it's written in a language that you don't know. So Marty, this is the name of the application. You just take your smartphone and the photo function, you take the painting in photo, and then Marty will give you all the information about the painting, but not only, it will also give you information about the painter, and because you like it so much, these paintings, you would like to know what other paintings are similar. So the recommendation engine will give you similar paintings, similar in content and in style. So this is a really smart artificial intelligence. And the reason why we're here today in InnoVEX is mainly to speak about another project, the Tech for Good project. We are working together with Strasbourg Hospital back in France to imagine a medical device for the women that have breast cancer and get a surgery. Those women may develop a specific disease, which is a lymphedema, and it's quite painful. And if you don't detect it early enough, you may not recover it. So we imagined a connected sleeve and a mobile app and a medical platform so that, thanks to data analytics, the medical corps will have the alert and the women will go for a treatment, specific treatment at the hospital instead of going every day at the hospital. So we've won some prizes for it, and that's the end of the show. Thank you for your attention, and hopefully you will remind, as a takeaway, that Quantimetry is one of the best customized AI solution builder. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Our next thing is also focusing on AI, and they are building the AI software for social robots. Let's welcome Hamato.
Can you hear me? Yeah. So I'm Xavier Basset, founder and CEO of Hamato. I'm really happy to be here to talk about our long-term vision. We are working every day to build the long-term partnership between humans, us, and machines. How do we want our children to interact with machines in the future? That's a huge question. Our focus is to make those interactions natural, instinctive. What does it mean? As a human, when I want to talk with you, do I touch a button on your body to start talking? I don't, right? So it's really hard for a robot, for a device, to understand that we are trying to interact with him. And this is exactly what we are working on. Particularly, our technology is focused on understanding the way people behave in front of interactive device. Meaning, do I have the intention to engage a conversation with the device? Am I paying attention to it? That's really simple for us as a human. We are doing this all the time. But for a machine, it was a challenge, and we realized it. We did it. So basically, our goal now is to put this technology, which is based on computer vision, AI systems, using a lot of data from the sensors of the machine. We are in the way to put it in every interactive devices. How do we make money? We sell a license per device. Exactly the same way you put a license for voice, like you make a device talk, you make it listen. So there are some stack of technologies. We are one of them. We started with robots, right? We learned a lot with robots. But now we are expanding our activities to this kind of machine, which is more like an interactive display, a smart display, a tablet. We don't know yet how to name it, but it's be coming in our home. We are a great team based in France, mainly researchers, engineers, and we also have a subsidiary in Japan because we are selling our technology to Japanese manufacturers. We are really happy to be here because in Taiwan, there are many manufacturers, many new use cases around retail, elderly care, solutions, and so on. And we are really looking for new partners to discover how we can create new interactions between humans and machines. Thanks a lot. We have a great booth there with all the French tech guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Hamato. Our next thing is IOT. They're SmartPajetta who's turned every face into a touch screen. They actually have a live demo right here. Let's welcome IOT. Or ADOT.
Hi, I'm Paul, CEO of IOT, a French startup that have created the best touch projector in the world. Today, interactive display is a booming market, but they are very expensive and not very mobile. On the other hand, projectors are everywhere in corporate offices, public spaces, and personal homes, but they are not interactive at all. We bring the two together to create the first smart projector. Why is it smart? Because it creates a tactile interface everywhere, on any table, any wall, instantly, with a tablet-like experience. It has a Windows 10 OS embedded, so it's fully autonomous. No more cables. You don't have to plug your computer. It runs its own Windows 10. And we've built special meetings features to enhance collaborative work. 10 years ago, cell phones went from regular phones to smartphones. We do the same for smart projectors, taking them to smart projectors. The interactive display market is the fastest growing display market in the world, with 15% year-over-year global growth. And we disrupt that market with a new offer that is cheaper, more mobile, and easier to work with. Today we have two main use cases for our device. The first one is collaborative meetings. So people can interact with digital content really easily and take the right decision for their team. They can also present their offer, their software, to prospective clients. The other main use case is for industrial and construction companies that use our product to do plan reviews. Today, they are still using paper like this one, and we offer them a solution to interact on digital plan and to get that online connection to send the feedback to their teams. Our product retails for 2,500 euros, so about 2,800 US dollars, and we have a subscription fee for special meeting features. More than 50 top-tier European companies already trust us. We won a CES award, and we are now opening the Asian market. We are a French startup with a team of top engineers from the top school in Europe. We have the support of partners like Foxconn, and we are raising 5 million euros to expand on the Asian market, sell more than 50,000 units within 3 years, and to find the right local distributors to expand. This is IOT, the best touch projector in the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, IOT. And now, the last but not least, we have EnergySquare, who developed the power by contract, the wireless charging technology. Let's welcome EnergySquare.
Hello, everyone. I'm Timothy. I'm the CEO of EnergySquare, and we developed a new breakthrough wireless charging technology. So this is the issue that we are solving, the lack of battery on electronic devices. And today, what we saw is that if you are a device manufacturer and if you want to have a charging technology in your device, you have two solutions. The first one, you all know it, is to have a cable charging solution, but that is not ergonomics and efficient in a lot of situations. And the second solution today is to have what is called inductive charging. So we've seen it on some smartphones. So you have a coil that will emit an electromagnetic field, and in some devices you have a receiving coil and it will get part of this field. But the issue with induction is that you have to place your device very precisely over one single point, and then the charging speed is very low compared to a classic charger. And for the device manufacturer, it's very expensive to embed this kind of technology. So what we developed at EnergySquare, it's a new breakthrough wireless charging technology that will let you charge all your devices on an entire surface, so you really have this freedom of placement. It will charge at the same speed as with your classic charger, and we don't have limits in terms of power. That means we can charge any device, even the ones that need a lot of energy to run. And for device manufacturer, the technology is very easy to embed in the device and very cost-effective compared to induction. So how does it work? It's a conductive charging technology, so we are not using induction. And so all you need is to install 2 electrodes on the device that you want to charge, and then you have a charging surface made of conductive tiles that are all linked to some microcontrollers and sensors. And so we have a great detection system inside, a charge monitoring system. We know exactly what device is put on the pad in real time, and then we switch the right voltage to the right device. So we can do multi-voltage charging. So our model, we are not building the devices, but we are licensing the technology to device manufacturers so that they can embed our technology directly in their devices. So we have a lab in Paris, in French, in which we do some prototypes and some proof of concepts. And then we have an international patent portfolio, and so we grant access to this patent portfolio to our clients. So right now, we are very focused on this application, the workspace. Our goal is to get rid of cables in your meeting rooms, on your desk, and today we are the only and first solution that can charge any laptop wirelessly. So we are currently working with the biggest laptop brands, manufacturers, and ODM here in Taiwan, and also in the US. So we want to get rid of cable in the workspace. We have an amazing team. We're 8 in Paris. We have great electronics and embedded software engineers. And we are currently looking for a new Series A, so if you are interested, please come to visit us at our booth and test our solution, wireless charging for laptops with a great efficiency. Thank you very much.
Thank you, EnergySquare. So that wraps up for the French section. You can see our friends has brought us a different variety of startup. We have AI, entertainment, VR, and the wireless charging technology. Let's give it up for our French friends again. And now, let's welcome the Canadian startups. There are 13 startups. Oh, there are 13 startups at the Canadian AIoT Pavilion, focusing on AI, IoT, and digital health. And before we start, a few words we would like to be shared from the Deputy Director, Trade and Investment of Canadian Office, Mr. Rupert Cow. Let's welcome him to the stage.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rupert Koh. I'm the Deputy Director of Investment and Trade at the Canadian Trade Office in Taipei. Today, I'm here to talk to you guys about our Canadian Technology Accelerator. So this is a brand new program we launched in December, where we're hoping to bring innovative SMEs and startups from Canada over here to Taiwan and to partner with industry partners, investors. We have about 14 companies as part of our booth. This time at InnoVEX, we're happy to be part of InnoVEX. We've teamed our booth Canadian IOT Pavilion because we do have companies and startups in AI, which you guys probably all know is quite strong for Canada, where 3 godfathers of AI are from Canada, in IoT, and of course, digital health. So you'll hear from some of those companies today, but one thing I'm here to do as well is promote the Canadian innovation system. So Canada has a network of over, I would say, hundreds of incubators, accelerators working within academia, industry, and government to promote our innovation system. This is why 98% of our startups come from those innovation systems, right? And they do well globally. We have here today, we have one, District 3. I'll get her hand up. So if you're interested in learning about the Canadian innovation system, how to move your startup, your companies into Canada, looking for technology, talk to us afterwards. But I won't take up most of the time. I just want to leave the message that 4 to 5 today, come by the Canada booth. We're at D0429. We're going to have happy hours. We're trying to get rid of all of our beers for today. So please come by and have a drink and meet some of our startups and innovative companies. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Robert. Okay, so without further ado, let's welcome our first team from Canada. Generations E is focusing on building an AI-powered medical imaging solution. Let's welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Jin. I am the CEO and co-founder of Generation C. I'm happy here to introduce you Generation C. Generation C is an AI company focusing on solving medical image challenges faced by doctors and patients with state-of-the-art AI technologies. 4 years ago, I was very fortunate to build a team with AI data scientists and also engineers for the industrial security solution. The core technology was facial recognition and object recognition. Even though the solution was very successful, we feel that we are fighting with hackers every single day. For example, hackers will hide their faces to defeat your technologies. Then later on, when we turn and then look at the medical challenges faced by the doctor and patients, finally, we find this is the area that among all human beings, we can fight against disease together with AI technologies. Healthcare has a big potential in the next 10 years. As you can see, cancer diagnosis alone is a $250 billion market. Every single year, last year alone, it has 18 million new cancer patients. And then the amount has continued to increase. As we are looking at the diagnosis market, more than 50% of the diagnoses are involved with the medical image based. We focus our first market on the cancer diagnosis for the biopsies to the pathologist, and the target market is $11 billion US. Pathology is the core of the cancer diagnosis because a lot of doctors require pathology report to identify the stage of the cancer stage. However, with the advancement of the molecular pathologies, cancer diagnosis not only work for the pathologists. Now they need to work on the genome sequencing, immune profiling, and even for the drug discovery. That's why there are more work coming to them. However, with the pathology work, they still need to spend a lot of time on the microscope, relying on their previous experience to do the diagnosis, which is the cause of the problem. Because training a pathology requires a long time. And as the aging population continues to grow, by year 2025, we are going to miss 18,000 pathologists in US alone. Not to mention, for the developing countries, the situation will be even worse. That's why we developed a product called DeepSeek. It combines with the state-of-the-art AI technology and customized hardware for the pathologist. It can be as small as a lunchbox for pathologists to bring to their office to use, or as a appliance software, and also the server, putting in the server room, shared by the whole lab. The main purpose of having these machines to pathologists is that they can use it every single day, and then working to increase their the job efficiencies. We worked with BC Cancers to develop the colorectal cancers detections last year, and the accuracy is 95% with the recall 92%. We are happy that right now already 2 hospitals are doing the clinical studies with us. And then by next year, we are going to add 5 more cancer types to the market, and it will help the doctors to do it. As a company, to commercialize the AI technology, we realized that to help doctors to use the AI technology is the first priority for us. And that's why we built a portable device to hope to help the doctors to use it from bottom up, and then to have the first-hand experience from the doctors to build an ecosystem of data. From there, AI technology will help the doctors to do the better diagnosis and serve the patients better. So that's the introduction of Generation Z.
Thank you. Thank you, Generations E. And now we have Studio One Labs. Studio One Labs is providing the digital health platform that improves patient care efficiency. Let's welcome Studio One Labs.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia. I'm the co-founder executive director of Studio One Labs. At Studio One Labs, we evolve everyday objects with the sensitivity of the human touch. Studio One Labs is focused on developing fabric sensing technology, bringing a system that provides user experience and functionality for the senior population. How does it work? We combine our technology and functionality to bring you an intelligent bed sheet that can determine long-term trends analysis about your pressure ulcer, about fall prevention, about your vital signs monitoring. So for the first generation, we're looking at providing a solution when seniors are about to get off the bed and looking at prolonged pressure, looking at local areas where they're pressing too long on the bed. In the second generation, we're looking at refining models for breathing patterns and heart rate so that we are able to look at early symptoms before they occur. In Canada, we finished 3 preclinical trials with University of Waterloo, University of Toronto, and as well as University of PEI. We were looking at young adults, older adults, and large animals in surgical settings. This is a graph in which we were comparing a wearable that can also detect respiration against our bed sheet, and you can see that we are very accurate in terms of comparing with a wearable. So at Studio One Labs, we move from a wearable to a no wearable, uncomfortableness to comfort, and we're trying to reduce monitoring redundancy, nurses for healthcare practitioners. We provide useful health-related trends for practitioners so they can use them for multiple patients. So this is our example of our bed sheet. And the bed sheet is completely soft. It works even when it's bent, and we can get multiple health trends with one signal. We have currently more than 200 sensors for our full sheet bed. And this is a picture of my co-founder, Edward Shim. He's currently managing the operations in North America, and his role also is working on the capability of the sensing technology, where I'm operating in Asia and currently working on the product development and the software firmware. So these are our collaboration. This is an example of the largest mat that we've developed, and this is for horses for surgical settings. In Canada, we work with a network of collaborations from federal funders to associations that give us computing resources so we can do simulations and models for our respiration and heart rate models. And we also collaborate with more than 5 universities and colleges across Canada and currently in the US. In Taiwan, we're looking at, we're part of 2 accelerators right now, BE Accelerator and H Spectrum, and we're also looking at partnering locally in Taiwan for beta users. Thank you very much. At Studio One Labs, we're here to provide a global connected health system. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Studio One. Okay, next please welcome Intrinsic Technology. Intrinsic provides comprehensive product development service as well as the industry highest performance production-ready computing modules. Let's welcome Intrinsic.
Hi everyone, good morning. I'm Jonathan, and I'm a solutions architect at Intrinsic. So who is Intrinsic? So actually Intrinsic is a relatively old company compared to the other companies here on the stage. We're actually founded in 1996, and we're listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange at the beginning of the early 2000s. So actually Intrinsic is based in Vancouver, Canada, and that's our core engineering development center. And we actually opened our first Asian development center here in Taipei 3 years ago, and this is where we do most of our product development. And a year ago, we opened our office in Bangalore, India, which is responsible for doing our software updates and maintenance engineering. So Intrinsic, we are partnered with Qualcomm, and we do system on modules. And actually, our modules are in a lot of these industries, ranging from drones, robotics, all the way down to health and fitness and in-flight entertainment. So this gives you an idea of where our modules are being used at. So as I mentioned, we're a Qualcomm partner, and we've been partnering with Qualcomm for the past 8 years. So some of the products are actually in the smart homes. Actually, for the past year, we've been developing a solution with Qualcomm that was placed in a smart home device that is being sold right now in North America. One of our core business line is actually developing development kits, as well as modules and single board computers. And recently, we've actually have sell these development kits from Qualcomm in the automotive platform, and Qualcomm the flight and drones. So this is where our services range from. We start from the conceptual design all the way down to the new product integration. So a lot of companies, such as startups, they come to us at the conceptual design phase, and then they inquire about whether or not they're feasible in terms of their design. And once we do a proof of concept for them, we actually help them with the hardware development as well as the software and BSP work. Our manufacturing is actually in China. We have actually two manufacturing facilities. One in Canada, which is for rapid prototyping, because our engineering headquarters is in Vancouver, and the other one being in China, in Shenzhen. That's where most of our mass production modules are coming from. Most of our contract manufacturers, they're certified. So because we are in a lot of industries, such as the medical field and as well as the automotive field. So that's why we have a lot of certificates in this area. So just to recap on what we do. So our technology is cutting edge. We have a lot of expertise in developing the Snapdragon. Most of our team has 10 years and above of experience. And we are able to scale with the manufacturing as well as doing prototypes, and we also have a team from around the world, from North America all the way down to Asia here as well. So here are some of our development experiences. We've worked with Qualcomm, of course, and then Broadcom, NVIDIA. So all these guys, we actually have experience working with them as well. So here's our company, and hopefully we can have a chance to help you in your development in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Intrinsic. And now we have Integrand, the world leader in structural and functional electroformed and electroclad technology. Let's welcome Integrand.
How's everybody doing today? Doing all right? Okay, thanks. Yeah. So we're here to represent Integrand Technologies. It's a Toronto-based company. And what they're offering to the world is a replacement technology for metal. So if we're doing any CNC'd aluminum or injected magnesium, these kind of parts in devices, whether it's a jet engine or whether it's an iPhone, these parts can be very expensive. Everybody might have seen a MacBook. They might be aware of the process involved in CNCing, milling out the chassis, the housings of these devices. So Integrand offers a technology where they take a plastic substrate, and then through an advancement in electrodeposition, they deposit a structural plating that equals the strength of these metal parts. So in general, what you can expect is an ABS part that has the equivalent strength to a metal piece. Often, everything in consumer electronics is related to what is your cost structure. So when people are looking at metal parts, they're usually thinking the price is X. So with this technology, we're basically able to slice your price in half. So any metal part that you might conceive in a consumer electronics part, you can approach this technology and say, we can reduce our cost in half. It is, electrodeposition's been around for probably 30 years. So this is basically an advancement on that technology. So what these guys in Toronto have figured out how to do is to play with the chemistry and the electrical current in the electrodeposition process to create a nanocrystalline deposition. So the process starts like regular electrodeposition, but then they have a custom solution that increases the density, and you get cross-linking between the molecules at a nanocrystalline structure to create extreme strength. So if anybody visits us at the Canada Pavilion, we could show you a demonstration of a ping pong ball. Now, normally a ping pong ball, we could crush it with our fingers. I have a ping pong ball here that could support my body weight. So we've been doing this all week. So I could stand on a ping pong ball and it won't crush. So I got some guys in the crowd here from my team, and so they'll be able to offer you a ping pong ball after my little presentation here. This process has been approved for mass production. This stuff is used in aerospace, transportation. A-brand consumer electronics companies are already using this technology, so we have all the test data prepared to provide to you should you have interest. We have comparisons here versus glass fiber injected ABS. And so we can see with the ABS, it's very weak. But we can add the nanovate plating to it, and we can equal and exceed the strength of magnesium and aluminum. More data, this is all available should you have interest in the technology. It improves drop tests. So it's been approved for a mass production product for a tablet PC, and it improved the drop testing by 3 times. So we all have the experience of dropping our phone and having the glass shatter. So this technology helps with the chassis structure to improve the drop test results. Repetitive here, but it has passed all kinds of tests related to bringing your product to market. The technology's been around for a long time, but relatively under the radar. It's heavily deployed into aerospace and these kind of devices, but our mission here today is to deploy it into consumer electronics. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Integrand. And now we have Autonom. Autonom increased telecom operation efficiency with smart, compact, and reliable power supply solution. Let's welcome Autonom.
Autonom increases telecom operators' operational efficiency with smart, reliable, and compact battery solutions. So to prevent downtime, telecom operators use batteries, but batteries are bulky and constantly need to be replaced. That cause inefficiencies in the procurement maintenance of the batteries. This is what batteries look like in one single subway station in Canada. It's huge. And with the venue of 5G, there'll be even more. Imagine the nightmare of constantly replacing the batteries across a subway station, a city, a country. There's a need for smaller, smarter batteries that predicts when they need to be replaced. Well, we cracked it. We made an all-in-one solution that tells you where a battery is, the available runtime, and how long there are power outages. Also, our battery is twice smaller and perfectly integrates hardware and software. We do have competitors. Hardware companies that make batteries, but they haven't evolved in the last 25 years. Also, there are software players that bring some intelligence to these outdated batteries, but none of them completely integrates altogether. It's been for 3 years tonight that we have been registered as a Canadian corporation. And now we're generating $1 million in revenue per year. In the future, I envision that our distribution will pass through channel partners. So I want to establish channel partners and showcase to the world the benefit of our technology at the Mobile World Congress. That will allow us to fuel our international expansion in 2021 on time for 5G being rolled out. Hi, my name is Hugh Marceau. I'm the CEO of Autonom. My business partner and CTO is Raphael. We are 2 engineers, and at the university, we built this electric race car together. We bring electric car technology to the telecom battery backup industry. I'm here today in Taipei to discuss with telecom equipment manufacturers and to partner with them. So we've got a technology they could use to increase the value of their solution to telecom operators, and by providing a better solution. Our technology has applications in medical, banking, and power industry. If you have headaches related to batteries, I'd be delighted to invite you to the Canadian Pavilion at 4 p.m. to enjoy a Canadian beer, or to grab me at my pavilion just in front of the Audi Pavilion. I'm at the Global Startup Talents, and to discuss how Autonom can provide you battery intelligence. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Autonom. And now, let's welcome Springdale, providing the next generation IoT edge computing device management platform. Let's welcome Springdale.
Hey everybody. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. All right, my name is Calvin, CEO and co-founder of Springdale, and we are in the business of MDM IoT management. And so what is device management? Imagine you're IT and you had 100,000 devices, 100,000 tablets, mobile phones, and they'd be using for field services, insurance sales, self-serve kiosks like the ones in McDonald's, or point-of-sale service. Now, all of these devices are business critical. So your devices go out, it's lights out for your business. And so imagine what steps would be involved for IT to update a buggy application, diagnose a field problem of the device, update a security, or track a device that's missing in the field. Now, what MDM does, it enables IT full control of their mobile fleet. And so, the benefits of MDM significantly reduces costs, improves security, and provides a framework for customer support, and ultimately lowers the total cost of ownership. And so how big is this problem? This problem is in the billions. PC, 2 billion, mobile, 4.7, and IoT, 7 billion devices that are unmanaged in the world, and no one's doing anything about them. And so our solution, Springmatics, is the next generation platform that can manage everything. And so how are we different? Why are we a game changer? Well, first, it connects with everything. All protocols, all operating systems, all different types of hardware. AI. We're the first in the world to build out an intelligent device management platform to collect data and use artificial intelligence to improve security and predict operational downtime of your mobile fleet. Now, within 13 months, we had tremendous traction. We started out with nothing. We've built an MVP, and already have paying customers such as Avery Dennison, Fortune 500 companies, Peninsula Hotels, Hong Kong Post, and reseller opportunities with giants such as Acer, ASUS, leaders in auto ID such as Cipher Lab, Zebra, and working with technology partners such as Google and Samsung. And so we're not new to this. In fact, we're the pioneers of this industry. And we're the inventors of mobile device management. And we came from a Canadian company called Sodi, which is a $1 billion company. And we were the original team that built the technology and built the sales team. So to recap, we are going beyond MDM by connecting everything, and we're the first to market to use AI for security and operational downtime. So right now we're entering Series A, looking to raise $3.5 million to expand our sales, marketing, and R&D team. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Springdale. So that concludes our section for Canadian startups. So remember, 4 p.m., Mr. Ruber is gonna fill us all his free Canadian beers, right? Thank you. Everyone, 4 p.m., go to Canadian booth. Okay, so let's give a warm welcome for our Philippine startups. MECO Philippine Trade and Investment Center brought 11 cutting-edge innovative startups and 2 incubation accelerators to present the best of the Philippine startup community at the InnoVEX. Let's start with a few words from MECO, Manila Economic and Cultural Office here in Taiwan. Let's welcome the trade representative, Mr. Director, Mr. Michael Ignacio. Michael.
Hello, everyone. My
Hi.
name is Michael Ignacio. I head the Philippine Trade and Investment Center here in Taipei. It's the commercial affairs section of the Manila Economic and Cultural Office and the representative office of the Philippine Department of Trade and Industry here in Taiwan. I brought with me 11 startups offering solutions for wide-ranging day-to-day problems today. We also have two major community builders, incubators, and accelerators with me. In fact, I have Executive Director Kat Chan of Cubo and President of our $40 billion industry of Philippine Software Industry Association, Jonathan, over there. I'd just like to say that the Philippines is now a 100 million population market, and it's part of the ASEAN Economic Community, which is 650 million people. We are one of the fastest growing economies in the world today, averaging 6 to 7% for almost a decade consistently. And so it's really just the right time to come for startups and invest in the Philippines. The other day we met with Foxconn Chairman Terry Go, and he affirmed that, and he recognized that the Philippines is a global leader in ICT services and IT delivery services, and he lauded our English proficiency as global. So come visit our booth. We have a very colorful and it's more, tech is more fun in the Philippines. Maraming salamat.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. So without further ado, let's welcome the first startup from Philippines, NT Para Exploration, to the stage. NT Para Station is the automated underwater 3D tool using AI to providing the machine learning for ports and marine environment. Let's go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm Aaron from Antipara Exploration, and we are an undersea machine vision company. We do 3D underwater scanning and image analytics for the port and maritime industries. So in our industry, we have a lot of submerged infrastructure that is exposed 24/7 to the harsh marine environment. So you get things like corrosion and biofouling occurring on them. So companies need to go down and inspect these to make sure that they are safe and operational. But the way they do these inspections is still through the use of divers and ROVs, who go down there and collect video, much like this one here. However, these methods have a lot of drawbacks. The first is, when you're using divers, you're putting people at risk in the water. When you're using large ROVs to make measurements, they can get very, very expensive very quickly. And using video to do these inspections, you have to manually review the images, and you're only covering about 5 to 10% of the structure. So that means you lack a lot of capability, which is why we have created SharkScan. So SharkScan is a machine vision algorithm that allows any ROV with a camera the ability to do 3D underwater scans, much like this one. And we're developing AI solutions so that we can automatically detect and catalog defects like cracks, corrosions, and leaks. But most importantly, our system allows us to use small consumer-based ROVs instead of the $300,000 ROVs to make measurements. And that means we can do away with a lot of the logistical support that's needed for these traditional ROVs. And since you don't need heavy equipment to deploy these systems, it's a much safer option to do these inspections. And last, our algorithm provides automated defect detection and allows you to cover 95 to 100% of the assets. So we went out and tested this system in Singapore, comparing to traditional methods in our system, and we found out that using our system, we require 80% less manpower to do the same kind of inspection. In terms of logistics, because we are much smaller and nimbler, we could get in the water quicker and cover 50% more area than traditional methods. And in terms of output, instead of reviewing 100 hours of video, we already have a 3D model that you can zoom in and see the defects. So it's a much easier way to review things. And in terms of overall costs, we were able to bring down costs to do the inspections by 40%. So right now we're offering the system as a service. So we're using it to do 3D visual scanning for as-constructed documentation and geospatial mapping. And we're also doing image and video analysis for defect detection and condition assessments. So our system has a lot of industrial applications. It can be used to do ship hull inspections, inspection of offshore oil rigs and pipelines, dam foundations, and desalination plants for their intakes. So our goal this year is to really expand to the Southeast Asian market. So we've already started in Singapore and hoping to expand to more areas. The team who's conducting this expansion, we have about 25 years experience in underwater machine vision and mapping. Most recently, we won the Total Start-Upper Award in the Philippines, and that means we're working closely with Total's engineers to deploy our systems on their assets in the Philippines. So basically, we've covered a lot of the our applications are in the coastal regions, and we want to take to the high seas. That is why we are here at InnoVEX, because we're looking for partners who can help us expand to ship hull inspection. So these are your ship owners, fleet operators, hull inspections, maybe like the Classification Society. So if you guys have any contacts with them, please come and see me after. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We are Antipara Exploration, and we are your undersea machine vision company. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Antipara. And now we welcome Ruma Rocket. Ruma Rocket builds a machine learning AI for people intellect systems. Let's welcome Ruma Rocket. Oh, so I will have a schedule change. Let's welcome Cyberters first. Cyberters builds a cyber security system that tracks build the awareness that tracks the hacker, right? That's a Cyberters. Let's welcome Cyberters.
Yeah, you should switch us. You should switch us.
Mic test. Okay. And so, good day. I don't have the pointer. Okay. Okay, I am Alexis Lingad, and I founded Cryptors. And I'm also the Philippine Hacker Games champion 2015 and 2017. And don't worry, I won't hack you. So, next. Here's my question. Do you often connect to public free Wi-Fi? Or simpler question is, do you connect to Wi-Fi? So, study says that a hacker can hack your online accounts within just 60 seconds. So, I have a YouTube vlog for that. You can saw the step-by-step process on how to hack online banking and social media accounts within just 60 seconds within public Wi-Fi. So, expert says that the best thing to do to secure yourself from this is to ditch public free Wi-Fi. So it's really annoying, right? That's why, as a hacker myself, I created a mobile app called Hakuna that can block and detect this kind of Wi-Fi hackers. And there's a magic here. Take note of this. There's a magic here. And the magic here is, this is the first mobile app in the world that can track hackers who hacks you within the Wi-Fi. So we're making those bad hackers powerless. All right? So we are creating a new world where hackers will be afraid of you or afraid of hacking you because you have this weapon. So we are now creating a happy ending for those public Wi-Fi users here. For example, here in InnoVEX, I just demonstrated that we found 3 hackers within the InnoVEX network. So as of now, we just kicked them out within the InnoVEX network. So it's very easy for us. So you can now connect to public Wi-Fi of InnoVEX for peacefully. So it also has 100 plus installs. We just launched it last November 2018. In 4 months, it has 100 plus installs, and as of now, almost 500,000 plus installs. It also became the #1 anti-hack app in the Philippines last 2018, and it's all over the world. And it's been featured. And here's the market validation, 432 million connect to public Wi-Fi, and 116 of them are worried about their public free Wi-Fi. And here's the market size. And as of now, it's generating millions of revenue in pesos per month. And it's multiplying by 5 every month. And we already have, as of now, 10,000 plus premium users. And here's my team. And by 2020, Hakuna will be the primary mobile security app in Southeast Asia. And that's it. If you want to join me in my revolution to fight those bad hackers, install now Hakuna. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Hakuna. So now we have Container Living PH. Container Living PH is founded by a group of women. Container is going to aim to address the need for the socially responsible and efficient building methodologies. Let's welcome Container Living PH.
Good morning. My name is Mac Evangelista, and I'm the founder and lead innovator of Container Living Philippines. Container shipping moves 95% of all manufactured goods around the world. In 2017, over $4 trillion were moved over the ocean. It is an industry that underpins the global economy. Because of this, the ports of many import-driven countries are being filled with used shipping containers that will never be shipped back to their port of origin because it's too expensive. Now, from being a unit of international commerce, shipping containers aggregating in depots now become a symbol of our failure to manufacture, which is very important as a nation. Container Living was able to take this symbol of that failed part of our economy and actually manufacture it into something of a higher and better purpose. Into a housing unit, into a restaurant, into a hotel, even a swimming pool. Now, why do we do this? Addressing the housing backlog remains to be a big challenge for the country. The Philippines isn't building enough homes. In 2017, the housing backlog is estimated to be at 5.7 million units. This figure indicates that over 20 million Filipino families have no decent home of their own. This number can easily rise in the event of a disaster, like a typhoon or an earthquake. Also, did you know that the construction sector accounts for 39% of the carbon dioxide emitted in the atmosphere? Now, to reduce the environmental impact of the construction sector, it is essential that we outsource materials that does not require the use of fossil fuels and cause high carbon emissions. Container Living promotes the use of decommissioned shipping containers as the main building material for commercial and residential construction. Container Living engages in the business of master planning, project development, construction, and sales and marketing. Our product line includes homes, low to mid-rise buildings, retail, swimming pools, and containerized wastewater treatment plant. Our marketplace includes landowners, property developers, governments, and of course, end users. Container Living to date has 19 builds with a total revenue of $800,000. We have also managed to save 500 tons of carbon dioxide. Container Living is a female-led property tech startup founded in 2014. But we couldn't have done everything without the help of Cerebro Labs, Kubo, and we also had tremendous support from the Department of Trade and Industry and the Export Marketing Bureau in the Philippines. We're also under the JP Morgan incubation program through the Kubo Innovation Hub. With no seed funding yet and very minimal marketing, these are what we have already achieved. But we didn't come this far to only get this far. We are determined to grow the company and scale. With this, we would like to help you. We would like to invite you to support us in our efforts to promote sustainable living. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Container Living. And now we welcome Gypsy, an advising technology company focusing on helping marketers deliver more efficient campaigns. Let's welcome Gypsy.
Hi. Can you hear me? Hi, my name is Joff and I'm from Gypsy. It's always been a challenge for us marketers to prove cost efficiency, for launching ad campaigns, especially when you're launching on offline channels. That's why we at Gypsy, our vision is to democratize advertising so as it benefits the three prongs of society it actually affects. The first one are the brands, by providing a more cost-efficient option for them to launch a campaign, and then the communities by allowing them to earn via advertising placed on their infrastructure and their personal spaces. And the third one are the end audience, by providing them more relevant content that they would like to churn and consume. Gypsy is a community-powered advertising platform which helps brands deliver more cost-efficient campaigns via AI and machine learning. We have two core products in our system. The first one is TransitFlix, where we install tablets inside cars and taxi units that delivers targeted ads to passengers inside them, and Media Mall, which is an aggregator and marketplace of all offline sources in the Philippines. Brands love us because we're able to help them achieve a lot of their marketing goals and requirements. It's easy to launch a campaign in Gypsy. First, you have to sign up as an advertiser through our platform, gypsy.ph, and then you buy ad credits. These ad credits are what you use to launch campaigns through our ad ecosystem. And then the third one, you specify your target market, and then you upload your marketing material so that it gets delivered to the right target segment. TransitFlix works this way. First, we install tablets inside cab cars and taxi units, and then these tablets are powered with facial recognition technology and artificial intelligence that reads the demographic profile and location data of the passengers who are inside them. And then it displays ad materials that are relevant to their segment so as the passengers are only seeing things that they would like to consume. The Philippine market alone the market in advertising in the Philippines is huge. In fact, just last year alone, the Philippines spent $1.8 billion in advertising alone. Our team is comprised of visionaries like you and me, looking to change the world one ad at a time. By the end of this year, we're looking at helping 10,000 more drivers earn more through our platform, Gypsy's TransitFlix. So the next time you're looking for ads, go Gypsy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Gypsy. And now we welcome Ruma Rocket, building a machine learning platform for people intelligence system. Let's welcome Ruma Rockets.
Hi everyone, I am Ina, and I'm from Ruma Rocket, and we create customized artificial intelligence solutions for people problems. 60% of students today will have jobs that don't exist in the market right now. 70% of the most popular jobs right now actually didn't exist 10 years ago. What does this mean? It means that the world is changing. Jobs are changing. And the war for talent is a war for personalization. That is where Ruma Rocket comes in. What we do is we create machine learning and people intelligence systems to help companies connect people analytics to people outcomes in their organization. We at Ruma Rocket help companies create unique workplace experiences for people to learn and grow. How do we do that? We do that by predictive recruitment and preventive retention. Predictive recruitment is where we study your successful employee profiles and narrow down their attributes, feed it into a machine learning algorithm, and create the most perfect candidate fit for you. Using this program, we have created a 56% increase in average sales among new hires, and 600% increase in total sales for our client. That's over 36,000 increase in return on investment. We also extended that by creating preventive retention. This algorithm makes sure that you don't lose your performing employees. It tells you and notifies you, hey, this person is about to leave. You have to create employee initiatives before he resigns. And that's what we do in Ruma Rocket. Future-proof your workforce. Don't allow it to lag behind. Go with Ruma Rocket. Please visit our booth later for more information. Thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, let's welcome Spring Valley Tech, the most, the most largest Innovation Network in Philippines. Let's welcome Spring Valley Tech.
Hello, good morning, good morning. Hi. My name is Jonathan, and today I'm a startup founder in front of you, but I'm also the president of the Philippine Software Industry Association. And as the president of the PSIA, this question has always been at the back of my mind. How does my nation uplift itself in this digital age? I came up with a very concrete approach to this. One is we need to aggressively shift from services to products. As you very well know, the Philippines is very strong in the IT services sector. Also, we need fast and effective interventions in education. The third is to come up with a sustainable startup ecosystem, and we need all our stakeholders facing in the right direction. So what I did, and this is a manifestation of my midlife crisis because I think I'm also hold the dubious distinction of being the oldest startup here in the Philippines, is I came up with my own version of a mini Silicon Valley, which I called Spring Valley. Spring Valley actually stands for Software Products Incubation Group. And apparently, we've already established a semblance of the facilities that are needed. A school, an incubation center, a fabrication laboratory, and a home for software developers coming from all over the Philippines. Apparently, it's also not so bad that I'm located in a beach area, and I'm on the same island as the great Boracay Islands, which is called out as one of the top 10 best beaches in the world. And we've already created a lot of hardware and software innovations. And technically, what I did was instead of just coming up with one startup, I bet on the mothership. I created the ship that's going to create more startups. We've come up with several innovations already, such as our Wi-Fi caddy. And what I'm really here to talk about is a very nice story on Pilantropo.com. Pilantropo is the Tagalog or the Filipino equivalent of a philanthropist. So I think this video is actually going to tell me a better story. Could I have volume, please?
We all want to make a difference, but we don't know where to start. Filipinos have always had it hard. We're ravaged by typhoons, hindered by illnesses, held back by poverty, and left wanting for better education. But despite being dealt a bad hand, we have always managed to rise. Our ingenuity helps us adapt creatively. Our intelligence allows us to break limits. Our intensity drives our burning commitment to succeed. There are a lot of great ideas out there, just waiting for the opportunity to become real-life solutions to our problems. Introducing Pilantropo.com. Pilantropo.com is the first Philippine philanthropic website that was created to make a difference in the lives of Filipinos. Pilantropo.com aims to address problems concerning health, poverty, education, and the environment through the empowerment of teams and initiatives to develop technological solutions. Through this platform, citizens and organizations can contribute to startup teams around the Philippines, the ones whose works aim to alleviate our country's heaviest burdens, improve people's lives, and uplift our nation. Make a difference. This is where you start. Pilantropo.com.
So I'm really here to tell a story about my country. And currently, I am looking at 200,000 patriots from the different areas of the world to address all of these social problems and create technically solutions for them. So my name is Jonathan De Luzuriaga. The portal is going to open on the 15th of July. Please help support Pilantropo.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we have seen a lot of touching pitch from Philippine startups. And if you guys need more information, please find Michael. Yeah, Michael right there. So that's a web for the Philippine startups. So finally, let's invite the Poland startups. Before we start, the field world is going to be shared from the Polish Trade and Investment Agency Taipei's office. Let's welcome Taipei Bureau Chief, Ms. Michaela Jędrzejczyk.
Way to go, Michalina Jędrzejczyk. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
As you've just mentioned, I'm the Taipei Bureau Chief of our office, and even our office was just recently established in September last year. We are having the pleasure and the opportunity to showcase our Polish startups at InnoVEX, which for we are extremely grateful. So just to give you some heads up on the Polish ecosystem in Poland. In recent years, Poland has become increasingly known for its startup-friendly ecosystem, and it's been recognized as one of the most innovative ones across Europe and even beyond. So whether it is the Volv Summit, the Google Campus, or the MIT Enterprise Forum, CEE, which representative is also present here today, those are the reasons, but not the only reasons, to consider Warsaw as your place to be and place to go if you're looking for any spot for your entrepreneurial venture in the future. So, can you move on to the... All right. So just to give you some basic facts about Poland, we are an extremely young country, and that would explain why there is such a huge, vast pool of software developers and engineers, and the increasing numbers of startups in Poland in the recent years. Also, it's very important to mention that just in the past 5 years, the whole support system for Poland has seen significant development, and is now friendly not only to the Polish startups, but to many foreign startups as well. So if you do consider Europe as your next destination, I think you would want to go to Poland. And just to give you some top facts from the report prepared by the Startup Poland Foundation, from the recent years, you can see that 83% of our startups are selling to other companies, which means they're increasingly engaging in the B2B activities. And the whole system and the ecosystem is present mostly across 7 cities in Poland, with Warsaw, Wrocław, and Krakow topping the list. So most of the, as you can see, almost half, 50% of the startups founded have lived abroad. They have experience of living there, studying there, and working there. And also 50%, the equal number of startups, are still financing their own ventures. Although this number is slowly changing, and there are more and more investors coming in the view. So up for now, until the end of 2018, you can see that the record for fundraising was 39 million US. Let's hope if we are here next year, we can show you some different numbers. And yeah, if you can see, Poland, as on the previous slide, is located right in the center of Europe, so it's a very strategic location. And Warsaw is the top place to be for startups, followed by Wrocław, Krakow. But you can also see that the Tri-City up north, next to the seaside, and Poznań, and also some other countries of the eastern part, are becoming more important on the startup scene in Poland, and more startups are coming from there. So just to give you some numbers about the age, what's different between the startups in Poland and some other countries is that most of the entrepreneurs are actually having already a vast experience. So they are between 30 and 39 years old, and they've previously worked for other startups, for their own companies. They have PhDs, so they are not just recent graduates, which just shows the way they're thinking, the strategy is so much different. And also, just as mentioned, if 46% lived abroad for continuous 3 months or more, so the experience is huge. They've owned a family company, corporation, private company, and this is the most important. So they are engaging in big data, IoT, and analytics. But also, Poland is increasingly known for fintech industry, which we have participated last year in fintech, and also for MarTech. So here are some of the finances that are usually used by the startups. As mentioned before, 50% still does it from their own pocket, but the other ways are also becoming more popular. So if you do want to have the equal culture work, please do go to Poland. And we are hoping the last two numbers of international clients and our international teams and startups will increase after this event. So hopefully we'll have maybe also some Taiwanese clients and some Taiwanese team members there. So let's give a round of applause for our Polish startups to come next and showcase their solutions.
Thank you. So we see the wide range the Polish ecosystem has provided us. Our first team from the Poland startup ecosystem is actually biotech. We're welcoming Nomi Biotech Corporation. Nomi Biotech is providing a new way to the innovation functional beverages. Let's welcome Nomi Biotech.
In this case, it's like not the best idea.
Hello, hello. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marcin Jaskóła. I am the CEO and co-founder of Nomi Biotech Corporation, a Polish-Japanese biotech startup specializing in research, development, and production of highly innovative functional beverages. And I'm very happy to be here at InnoVEX. Thank you very much. So, I have a question for you guys. How many of you have had a drink last night and are not feeling very well today? Okay, one. Okay. Anyway, we are here in Taiwan to promote our first solution for that kind of problem exactly, which is the hangover, right? So, guys, as you all know, drinking alcohol is bad for you. So, ethanol, that is basically the main ingredient of pretty much every, well, really every alcohol beverage, whether it's beer, wine, or vodka, causes cancer and many other side effects, such as oxidative stress, Alzheimer's disease, and the long-term cancer, DNA damage. It's very, very bad. Why? Because the highly toxic accumulation of acetaldehyde in your blood. Basically, acetaldehyde is the process of dehydrogenases, that ethanol goes through the highly toxic accumulation of acetaldehyde, and that goes out with your pee when you go to the bathroom and just release it from your system. What is the solution? The solution is algorithm, okay? The highly innovative functional beverage that you're supposed to drink before drinking alcohol, and it will stop you from accumulating the toxic acetaldehyde in the blood by activating a set of enzymes that will boost up the activity of your body to release and metabolize alcohol. Right. Algorithm was just launched in Europe 2 months ago, and we are currently selling in Poland, in Germany, Sweden, and we are going into UK market very, very soon. And as I've mentioned, we are focusing on the reduction of the acetaldehyde accumulation. I have my product here with me, so it's a very trendy packaging, a glass pharmaceutical bottle and stuff, so it's very easy to use. You can have a shot before you go out and drink and just basically forget about all the problems of the next day, yeah. The market is huge. We've been focusing on the European market, but obviously we are here at InnoVEX to also focus on the Asian markets. But in Europe, for instance, 70% of adults drink alcohol, whereas it's in the moderate amounts or excessive drinking. So according to the Euromonitor, the market for hangover remedies is supposed to be worth $785 million as of last year, and is growing. Our target is basically anyone who consumes alcohol. So it's going to be probably a lot of us here today. Yeah, thank you. So as I've mentioned, we are a Polish-Japanese biotech startup. I am the co-founder and the CEO, and my partners are Dr. Yagi from Japan. He's lived in Poland for about 10 years. He's a molecular biologist by training with a PhD. Kuba Urbański, also a molecular biologist with a PhD, and Michał Żukowski, our head of the legal department and also a co-founder. And as you know, as you see from our CVs, we've all had a very broad and various experience. So we are very happy to have this kind of team, which is complementary. We are basically complementary one to another with different experiences and stuff. So it's the team is very essential to build a successful company and a product, and we feel like that we've managed to achieve a pretty good result here, right? So. More on our partners. We are founded by a venture capital fund, Black Pearls, from Poland locally, with the seed funding and stuff. And we also cooperate with the top research and university environment in Poland, with the Medical University of Warsaw, National Center for Research and Development. We got a research grant from them. It was more than 1 million zloty, which is quite nice. National Medicines Institute, International Institute of Molecular Biology, and Nensky Institute of Experimental Biology. Okay? Any questions? Feel free to ask me in the backstage. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nomi. I'm definitely one of your TAs. I drink a lot. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And next, we're going to welcome Spectral Application. Spectral Application is the AR, VR applications and frameworks for Industry 4.0. Let's welcome Spectral Application.
My name is Przemysław Budnicki, and I'm from Spectral Applications. And today I would like to tell you why our customers do not need augmented reality. When we talk to the customers, we work mainly for the industry. All of our customers, they will say that their priorities are the accuracy. They want to have better, more accurate procedures, either on the production side or the quality check lines. They will always say that they are interested in safety of their employees when they train them, when they work, and when they need assistance in some factory. They will also all say that they need to be faster on the market, faster in training people, and faster in doing a lot of stuff. And the world is changing so fast that it's hard to get and to be there or to be in front of your competition. So, and always every customer, when they have priorities, they're ready to pay for that. Which, in fact, the question is, do they have options? And of course, like, if you would be like a cowboy on the Wild Wild West, you can learn how to ride faster on your horse. But there's gonna be someone that will come across with the car finally. So that's what's happening. When we start to talk with our customers about augmented reality, they realize that it's like no longer a toy, no longer like hype stuff. It's very, very useful, fully productional environment and technology. We're just going into something which is called plateau of the productivity. And that means money. There's a lot of money in that business. And it's gonna be much more, because what's gonna happen, it's within 6 to 12 months, Apple will probably issue their own glasses. The same Oculus and a lot of Taiwanese companies, they work on about the technology on the glasses. And when the price of the glass, something like this, will drop to the price of the smartphone, the market is gonna explode. And we will be there, and we'll be ready, because we are doing this for more than 10 years. We're working with the great customers, like we were working with Google when they were implementing their Tango AR project, which was the environment for the developers in augmented reality. We were beta testers there. And our two projects were in the Las Vegas in CIS as example of usage of the augmented reality. We work with many producers. We work with Lenovo. When we have also great customers already. We work for Tacode, and they produce like heavy stuff for Volvo trucks, for Komatsu. We work for Mattel, for History Channel. So we like really know what we are doing. And I think that I can say that it's one of the best quality in the world. And what else? We are ready also to move this augmented reality stuff to the SAS project, SAS model of cell. So if you will be thinking about the augmented reality, either if you want to invest or you want to know more about it or you think how can it be used, just let us know, let's talk, let's meet on the Polish booth, and it will be pleasure for me to just chat and talk to you about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And now we welcome the MIT Enterprise Forum CEE to show and share with our program, to share with us the program of MIT Forum for Poland program.
Can I have
We have a schedule change for the program. Yeah. Do we have a? Oh, it's a round presentation. Yeah. So do you want to come up and share your company, Zonifero?
No. So I represent. Yeah. Okay. This is good. So I represent MIT Enterprise Forum. But actually, today I'd like to, rather than talk about our program, I'll try to explain about one of the startups that we are working with. And if you want to know more about MIT Enterprise Forum, you can visit the Polish Pavilion and speak with me there. So, have you ever waited in a shopping line? Yeah. I'm sure you have, right? Actually, a recent survey in the UK shows that an average person spends as much as 67 hours, which is almost 3 full days per month waiting in shopping lines. So that's a huge waste of time. And it's no surprise that 88% of people actually admit to giving up shopping when they found out how much they have to wait in front of cash registers. So this is a big problem for consumers, but it's also a big problem for retailers who are losing clients and losing revenue. So for the last 15 years, companies, retailers across the world have been deploying automated self-checkouts. And they were supposed to once and for all get rid of shopping lines. Has it worked? Not really. A recent study by Grocer magazine finds out that since automated self-checkouts were introduced, lines have actually increased by 10% and not decreased. So this is a paradox. You might have also heard of Amazon Go, which is a revolutionary store technology that, offered to us by Jeff Bezos. Has this eliminated shopping lines? Well, take a look at the picture. This is taken 2 weeks ago in front of a newly opened Amazon Go shop in New York. So shopping lines are still there. And anyways, Amazon Go is far too expensive to be used in large supermarkets. So my name is Paweł Bochniarz, and I would like to introduce to you a smart card technology developed by a Polish startup called Zero Queues. Now, everything changes when your shopping cart becomes smart. You just take what you need and leave the store. So how does the technology work? Actually, smart cart is a mobile self-checkout. And it looks very much like your standard shopping cart. But it is distinguished by a large touchscreen, which displays information about your products. But within the shopping cart, you also have 3 technologies, which combined, when used in combination, can identify your product with nearly 100% accuracy. So you have a very sensitive scale, you have a barcode scanner and a camera. You also have a dedicated application you can pair with your mobile phone. So how does it work? If you enter a supermarket that is equipped with smart cards, you take the cart, you start shopping, you go around, scan products, put it into the cart, and you basically can leave. If you have paired your mobile phone with shopping cart, the payment will be deducted from your mobile application automatically. Alternatively, you can stop at a cash register and just pay with cash or credit card. So this technology falls into a broad range of in-store sales technologies. And all of them actually balance between convenience and security. The classic cash registers offered by Fujitsu or Hewlett-Packard offer a high degree of security, but they are not very convenient because you have to wait in line. On the other hand, you have come across mobile barcode scanners, I'm sure. And they're extremely convenient, but retailers have seen that they are losing up to 4% of their revenues due to increased shoplifting when mobile barcode scanners are used. So smart card is the only technology that provides very high security and convenience. So what are the benefits to retailers? Well, it's quite obvious. You can reduce staff costs, you can eliminate shopping lines, But you can also generate additional revenues because through the touchscreen you can serve direct, personalized, interactive advertising, and you can upsell during the shopping process. And this is the first technology that also allows retailers to collect real-time shopping data. This is a patent-protected technology, and the coverage of the patent is global. And the business model relies on selling on one-off payments for selling smart cards, but also a monthly service payment that covers hardware service, but also software updates. Additional revenues will be generated through advertising and data sales. Technology is already being deployed with two large retailers, Carrefour and IKEA in Europe. And these are the two co-founders of this startup on the left. And it's also supported by sales partners such as PwC and Microsoft. ZeroQues is currently raising a round funding, $1.6 million, which will go towards team development, technology development, and increasing international sales. We're also looking for clients and partners to develop our presence in Taiwan and mainland China. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you, MIT Forum. Let's welcome back the Polish startups and come on the stage. Let's take a group photo. Let's come on the stage. Do you want that? Do you want to stand around the stand or like? Yeah, you should probably want to go there. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. If you're interested, you should go to the center of the Polish Pavilion. You can't miss it. Thank you. Okay, guys, so we have seen France, Philippines, Polish, and Canada. This concludes our global demo day. We thank all the startup and participants to our event. And we will return for the Tourism Innovation and Tech Award in 1 p.m. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.